In this episode of Stay Creative, we continue the discussion about Bricklink. We give some teasers about when the next Philly Brick Fest is going to be, and Chima or Ninjago? What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Stay Creative. I'm Chad Collins. This is fun. We're getting on a little bit of a roll. I feel like last episode was a good one. Got a lot of attention. Alan from the Brick Fan sent me over a couple of questions to clarify some of the things we talked about with Bricklink and why we would be a good suitor for Bricklink, so we can focus on really where the eyeballs are and be able to provide really what we talked about is like frictionless, making sure that things are just easier to use for the end user. And I'm not talking about the AFOLs specifically, because AFOLs are, hardcore fans of Lego are going to go there, they're going to get in, they're going to get what they need, they're going to get out. But really, I'm more interested in the masses and making that site something more digestible for maybe a little bit of the younger crowd, and then even their parents to kind of get in and not have to know, specific part numbers or specific part names that the AFOL community knows, but the commoner doesn't. Anyway, things like that. So check out, we'll have a link to the article that's on the Brick Fan so you can learn more about those thoughts. All right. We got some more questions, and we're going to start answering them right now. Clutch, let's rock.
On YouTube, 3Brick Friends asks, if you buy Bricklink, will you build the WWF belt to celebrate becoming world champion of Lego?
All right, Mike. I have a feeling that this Bricklink topic is just going to be it's going to continue. We'll see how many episodes in a row this Bricklink conversation continues. But if we ever are successful in our quest to acquire Bricklink in any capacity, I think that would be the right thing to do. If we don't do it before, I would like to build it ahead of time, although I really haven't focused on building anything in a very long time, like my own mock. Probably, I don't know, a couple of years maybe. Yeah, I think we would build the belt and have it and become the world champions of Lego. Yes, thank you, Mike.
On YouTube, the Brick Artist asks, how did you get into Lego?
The Brick Artist, not Nathan Sawaya though. You know that Nathan Sawaya is the Brick Artist. For those of you that don't know who Nathan Sawaya is, Art of the Brick, Clutch on the screen, Nathan Sawaya things, this, the yellow guy with the, okay. You know that I have to thank my parents. My parents bought me the first Lego sets, boxes of Lego that I had. And I remember from really early on just always being into it. I continued to get more and more for my birthday, as a lot of you guys do. I would sort it, and I would have different sorting trays, and I would have friends come over. We'd have building contests. It's just something that stayed with me. So by the time Jordan was old enough to start getting into Lego, it kind of brought me all the way back to how I felt as a kid. And that's why I'm totally bought in, and I know how important it is for anyone to immerse themselves in it and build stuff like this wizard. Yeah, I got into it because my parents, got me into it. So I'm sure there's a lot of parents watching too. And if you're getting your kids into Lego, you're doing the right thing.
On Instagram, Pythor the True Anacondri asks, Chima or Ninjago?
Pythor, Ninjago. Okay, wait, if you want a little more, now Clutch is gonna have to dig, but I did a Chima versus Ninjago rant on YCF 18 months ago. It gets kind of entertaining, so maybe here's a quick clip.
Which brings me to this little thought. Was it in the cards all along for Lego to reintroduce Ninjago after they told everyone that it was going to be canceled? Wouldn't it have been a great move on Lego's part to tell Cartoon Network that there will be no more Ninjago, and they're going to replace it with this thing called The Legends of Chima, knowing that there would be a show, more Lego sets, all the hoopla that goes around.
All right, yeah, that was entertaining, huh? Me and Jordan sitting on the couch, if I recall correctly, and talking about the whole where they are going with Chima. I don't remember what we're talking about, but I think it was entertaining, and I got kind of loud. I remember that part. But anyway, there you go. Go watch the whole video. All right, next.
On Instagram, Lego Julius Pepperwood asks, deep dish or thin crust pizza?
Oh man, thin crust. Deep dish isn't even pizza. We were in Chicago last year. at Brick World, and we went out for some deep dish, and it's basically just like soup. That's like tomato sauce and cheese, and there's like the bread is all mushy. And you can't even like pick it up and eat it. They serve it to you with a fork and a knife. It shouldn't be called pizza. It should be called something else that is that. But pizza is you hold it and fold it and it's crunchy on the bottom and you just like, that's pizza.
On YouTube, Big Rick Machine asks, has anything ever gone wrong at one of your Brickfest live events?
Of course, things go wrong all the time. Things are going wrong right now. Yes, there's lost children. There's when you get there, the carpet is put in the wrong place. I mean, look, these are all things that we address in real time to make sure that, you know, things come off as smooth as possible. But do things go wrong? Absolutely. People take things that don't belong to them. That's a big deal. So we have security in place to account for stuff like that. But any business, anything you ever set up, if you worry about like all the stuff that's going to go wrong, that will always hold you back. You just need to continue to push through it, move forward. You know what your vision is, and you're going to be problem solving along the way. I mean, that is really the true test that will have a large basis on whether you're going to be successful or not. You will get curveballs. That happens, and you need to embrace it. You need to love curveballs. Things pop up, and you know, not only in the beginning, it was like Chad fixing all these problems as they popped up. And what we've done over time, over the last, 12 shows or so, is been able to empower our staff to problem solve and know the handlers for each one of these instances that come up, whether it be from the setup to tear down, and even before that, you know, the supplies that we need to get ready for the show, things break, things need to be fixed. We need to tear down in a certain way and in a certain order to make sure things, you know, fit on the truck, and Dan figures all that stuff out. Yeah, so the answer is yes, stuff happens. If it didn't, we wouldn't be human and this wouldn't be Earth. So it's really not that if stuff happens, it's when stuff's gonna happen, and more importantly, how you deal with it when it does.
On YouTube, Maximum Capacity asks, do you think more YouTubers will come to Philly Brickfest?
Maximum Capacity, I said that right. Yes, more tubers are gonna come to Philly Brickfest. That is the convention for YouTubers, it seems like, which is great. It's kind of like what I always imagined. And 2016, no doubt in my mind, is gonna be the biggest year to date for this event. There's gonna be more YouTubers, there's gonna be more of an international presence, there's gonna be more mocks, more exhibits, more events, more seminars, more. And I'll tell you what, we just locked in our dates for this event. We'll be doing another special video where we talk about what those dates are, somewhat of an agenda or just time frames. I think we're gonna have to get a block of rooms this year at the hotel for everyone. It's just gonna be off the chain. So yes, you know, without giving too much away, if you've been in the video for this long, it means you're probably gonna be coming to Philly Brickfest the last week of April, last weekend into first weekend of May. It's a weird April-May thing this year, but that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna have halls A and B at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, which will make it like 130, 140,000 square feet of space, which I believe will make it the largest fan Lego convention in the country, square footage wise. That's gonna be off the chain, and we hope to see you there. Maximum Capacity. We are about to head out to Pasadena and then Denver. So hopefully we'll see you at these Brickfest Live events. Check out brickfestlive.com for more information. We are flipping the website over soon, so by the time you see this, it should be the new look, brickfestlive.com. And yeah, grab your tickets if they're not sold out, and we will see you there. Also, yeah, we're gonna try and do some ad hoc Q&A. It won't be a polished episode like this, but we'll try to do some ad hoc Q&A, road ramblings. Maybe while we're setting up, we'll grab Clutch and do some videos because we're not gonna have our whole video editing software thing with us. But we'll try and do some videos out there while we're in California and Denver. So exciting times for us here at Brickfest Live HQ. Thanks for hanging in. We love your comments. So comments, questions, hashtag #StayCreative. And we'll see you soon. Stay creative. Peace.